What the?
What is that?
I don't know, but it's weirding me out. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna ignore it. All right, here we go. Three, two, one. Hello, and welcome to Because I Fell Asleep in Class, the podcast where three family members share facts that you may have learned had you not fallen asleep in class. To start off, I'm going to say we now have four family members, and we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Caitlin.
I'm Tiffany.
I'm Casper.
And I'm Brandy.
Woo!
Welcome.
Yay!
Woo. Oh, do we do is this the guess who's back? Back again?
Yes. Uh-huh. Guess who's back?
Back
Yeah.
in.
Tell your friends.
Shady's back.
We're back, bitches, and we came with another sibling.
Yes.
Yay!
We are here again, ready to take off a 2.0 version.
Yes. After a longer than we anticipated hiatus.
I say, how long has it been?
A little
What
over a
did we
year
say
and a
that?
half.
Yes. November of 22 is what we said was our last
Uh-huh.
episode.
Yep. It was right before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Your guys' fault.
So just a little while. Just
Yeah.
a little bit. Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
We said that we would kind of tell everybody what's been going on. A few changes, just like one or two. Not very many.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You guys want me to start?
Go
Yeah,
for
go
it.
ahead.
Okay. So, since November of 2022, I still have both my children. They're still alive. So that's good.
We were worried, so thank you.
Yeah. I thought you guys might need that clarity.
There's a 50-50 chance they weren't free either.
Yeah. There are a few days where I don't know if they'll make it, but it's fine. At that point, we were in the process of packing up our house to move. We got our house sold within the week, and we moved in with my in-laws, lived there for we lived there for a year, but it was 6 months into us living there when we finally found a house. A very rundown, nasty house.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. We took the next 6 months to remodel it and get it to the point where we could live in it. And then we moved in and continuing to remodel on it. Bought a couple different vehicles. I don't know. Zip code change. I'm still at my same job, but yeah, other than that.
By the way, they're remodeling it themselves. They're not hiring someone to remodel it, so it's been pretty impressive.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you say impressive because that's not how I feel.
Oh, ask her about the snakes living right outside her back door.
Listen, the other day, okay, to go about that, all right, so we had a whole nest of snakes living under our back deck, and if you know me, you know I have an irrational fear of snakes. Like, I scream even if they're dead. I walked out the other day to go to the garage. Right in front of the garage door was a snake skin. That's it. That sucker was freaking long, and it was thick. And I was like, nope. I just backed away slowly because I was like, listen, I don't know where that snake is. That thing could come out and attack me. So I backed away slowly. I said, fuck this. And I walked right back inside and I said, Derek, you need anything from the garage? You can go get it because I'm not going back out there until winter. So
That reminds me of the time I found a snake skin out front and I purposely wrapped it around the door handle freaked Gabe out because he has an irrational fear of snakes.
That's
He
just
he
evil.
didn't know how he was gonna get in the house.
I would be the same way. Hell no, I'm not touching that shit. That's
He was out
disgusting.
mowing one day, and he's seen 3 snakes, and he comes running inside and is like, "I'm done. You gotta finish." Like, you have a mower.
No, that don't matter. That thing. What if it does like a whole 180 and comes around that mower and nips you in the ankle? Hell no.
They can't fly.
You don't know that for a fact. I mean,
Maybe you
what if
drank a
that's
Red
just-
Bull.
Did they gain wings? Yeah.
Listen, we don't know everything about these damn things, okay? What if one day one just, I mean, spiders can jump. That's freaking I'm just saying.
Well, there's a whole species of spiders that are called jumping spiders.
Listen, and spiders don't bother me. I can do spiders. That's fine. They don't bother me. But I'm just saying, one of these days, we're going to learn that snakes can fly. Okay? Just saying.
Well, there are
Um,
flying snakes, but they're more or less glide, and they're in the Amazon in jungle areas.
Did you also hear that, I don't know, animals from the north are starting to come down here? So what if they just hop on a freaking ship and make it their way from the Amazon?
They have.
All right. I don't want to hear any more about it, okay? I'm just saying.
All right, well, we're definitely back because we went on a weird tangent within the first 5 minutes of us recording, so we are clearly back.
All right, you guys can go ahead now. I'll shut up. I'm done talking about the God, freaking snakes suck. Okay, go ahead.
I suppose I'll go next, because Casper has all of the crazy updates.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Where is Casper?
In their bedroom, I
bedroom.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the bedroom. Picture Rocky.
but we can
Aw.
only see like that half of your face.
Oh, so I can see my full face. So
I see your full face and your boobs.
B cups.
Yep, they're beautiful.
I know, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the B stands for. Beautiful cups.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've changed jobs since November of 22. With the same company, just in a different department. We haven't moved yet. We want to move, but we haven't moved yet.
We also want to become ants again, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Waiting for that day.
Caitlin's fault.
I'll tell you.
Well, you're not going to become an ant through me again. I'm too old for that stuff.
Eventually, when my husband says, yeah, sure, let's have another kid, then we'll have another kid. But until then,
You were already picking out new names. Bailey was only a few months old.
listen, I was ready. It's fine.
They haven't perfected their kids yet. They need to keep on track to see.
They ended up with the second child that acts like her aunt. That's the perfect child right there.
Ain't nobody want to raise a child that acts exactly like her sister, who she hated as a child because that so-called, or that said sister was evil and mean to her. But here I am living my best life, raising my freaking sister.
Well, see, I went from that old baby sister, youngest child for 6 years to, damn it, now I'm the middle child syndrome. So I had to take it out on you.
Oh yeah,
So it
we were
sounds
supposed
like-
to forget about Brandy, right?
Oh yeah, Brandy, when did you show up?
Who's the fourth person? I only see three.
Oh, she just showed up, of course. Gotta make herself known.
Good, let us have this.
No, why would I?
Wait,
You
someone
guys had it for
talking?
like a whole year by yourselves.
All right, sorry, Caitlin. You can continue.
Honestly, that's all. That's really all I got. All
You
of my
also
other
got a
news.
new car.
Yeah, I guess I did since we recorded last.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us did.
Yep. Because Casper's, well, he almost died in his, didn't he?
No.
Not that one.
Mm.
The accident
Oh, yeah,
was
that
in
was
the
the
car
one.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I got rid of the Jeep because I had the work truck, but then I switched jobs, so I had to have a vehicle.
Yep. Well, that's a good segue. Go ahead.
Yep, go ahead, babe.
Mine's going to take a while. Should we have Brandy go next, or that invisible
They don't
fourth
know
person?
me.
Yeah, Brandy's got to completely introduce herself. And then we got to cut her off right in the middle of it because we don't actually care.
It's like that one video where it's like, I'm the middle child.
Isn't that the commercial? Oh, it's that TikTok video, isn't it?
Yes.
They just kept letting her talk less and less.
Well, should I go so then Brandy can introduce herself?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Nothing new happened in my life, so Brandy, it's your turn now.
Casper.
That is not true. And I can't introduce myself yet because my brother has a heart condition, so he has to go first.
All right,
Well,
all
might
right,
as well start it.
all right. So, the end of June, July, I started having chest pains, even by just walking some.
Of 2023.
Yeah. It took till, well, it got so bad one night they had to call the EMTs to come and check it out.
Oh, wait.
First time they got there, I was fine. Who are you talking to, Brady?
My daughter, who's like standing at the door staring at me.
Whose room are you in?
Away. I am in the spare bedroom, which is like Gabe's
Oh.
room, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's like a fraternity house or something with all the posters in here.
All right, so back to mine. There was one night it was hurting so much I went to the the ER.
He
And,
went into that EMT's house.
I
He
did.
said,
I'm
hey,
like figuring
I
out
need
what's going
you.
on. It hurts. No,
Get down on your knees. No, I'm just joking.
they don't like that.
No wonder the hospital charges so much.
Oh, sorry. It's not family. Yeah.
So, anyways, went to the ER. They thought it was just inflammation in my chest, which my doctor thought the same thing. They just prescribed stronger medicine for that. Exactly a week later, I went back to the ER and I told them admit me because they weren't going to figure it out there. The next day or the day after that, I can't quite remember. I think it was the next day.
Day after.
They did a stress test and that about killed me. And then I had the angiogram, and they figured out one of my arteries was 99% blocked. So a couple days later, I went under the knife and had a double bypass surgery. I'm all good now. I'm on medication, and I did my rehab. I was done with that in March. Since then, though, I found another job because I kind of had to, and I wanted to. So now I'm doing that for the last 2 months. Something like that.
3
Month
months.
and a half.
3 months.
I started
Did
June.
you and I?
It's June.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So about a month and a half.
I started 3 months ago.
Yeah.
My bad.
This isn't about you, Caitlin. Come on.
Everything is about me.
Listen, I told you guys the other day, I was like, I mean, you guys are living through it and everything, but it still gets me. It still gives me goosebumps. Even, I mean, today you told me again, and it just, It's a lot. It's hard.
Like I tell everyone, once we figured out what was wrong with me, I was relieved. You guys had to deal with all the hard part, seeing me all hooked up and stuff like that.
That
My
wasn't
And you
hardest part
still
was
have
the
bacon of the
recovery.
month coming.
Was that you, Brandy? That
Yeah. And that was before we knew it was your heart officially. I said, hey, maybe we should subscribe you for bacon of the month.
Because we were trying to figure out what we could do for you. And then Brandy says that, and we all were just like, I don't think that's probably the best thing right now.
Well, he
Oh.
could sit there and smell it while Caitlin eats it.
Yep.
She would
We
do
could-
that too. She would hold it right in my face. Go, yum,
Or we could
yum.
see if they have turkey
would.
bacon options.
Oh. But
I
yes,
made bacon the other day, and Gabe comes in and asked me if it was real bacon. I was like, no, I 3D printed it for you.
Sometimes I worry
No,
about your
it's
husband.
just your
And by sometimes I mean all the time.
imagination. But yes, Brandy said it earlier, but if you hear us making the joke that our brother has a heart condition, this is why. We use
Then the
it a
joke that
lot.
started in the hospital where I can't remember what it was, but I said I had a heart. I don't want to do it because I have a heart condition or something like that.
Yep.
And then everyone else just took it to the, oh, I can't do it. My brother or my husband or my son has a heart condition.
Even if Casper's like being mean to me or like teasing me, I'm like, be nice to me. My husband has a heart condition.
Well, even when Casper's not around, we all use it as an excuse. No, I can't do that. Sorry, my brother has a heart condition.
I'm glad I made an excuse for you guys not to do it or something.
You know, the person that I
It's
hear
about
that
time you were
uses-
good for something.
Yes, the person that uses it the most though is Dad. He tells Mom all the time, I
He
can't because
does.
my son has a heart condition.
That does not surprise me at all.
Oh,
Speaking
my
of
gosh.
Mom and Dad, I thought they moved to Hastings to be closer to you and Derek so you all could take care of them.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
keep
Oh
them
yeah.
off the ladders?
To tell our audience, Mom and Dad, our parents moved closer, like less than 5 minutes away from Derek and
The
I.
favorite child.
Yes.
No,
Definitely
no,
the favorite child.
not the favorite child anymore. All they care about is the grandkids. This is twice now that he has fallen off the ladder, and I'm thinking we're gonna just need to put him in a home, a nursing home. I think we just need to pull the plug on it, guys. Like,
I love how Granny's not in the nursing home yet, and we're already restored.
Oh yeah, that's the other new thing is now our grandma lives with them too.
Yes, yeah, and that's a story in itself.
An adventure.
I think it's on the daily. They have something else that they got to tell me. I'm like,
I'm glad they tell you.
right? Well, they got my son now involved in that. Zane literally walked out of the bathroom the other day, or walked into the bathroom after Granny got done,
yeah.
and he goes, "Wow, that stinks." Kid.
Yeah, and told you that you have to brush. He has to brush his teeth in Mom and Dad's room now.
Yes.
Mom's
Yep. Yeah. My son basically lives there because he has his own bedroom there, even though it's just the spare bedroom that anybody can stay in, but that is his room.
I have learned the lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
Only Moxie is allowed to sleep in there with him.
Yes.
Nobody else.
Oh man.
All right. Well, Brandy, you want to introduce yourself?
I don't know. I'm Brandy. I'm the middle child.
Okay, so anyways, I think what we just joking. You saw it coming. You had
Oh
to.
yes, of course.
Brandy does have some exciting news.
I
She
Mhm.
got
do.
married. She got
Oh,
married.
yes. I did get married.
She didn't invite anyone to the wedding, but she got married.
No,
She doesn't
no.
truly
Well,
love us.
to
She
Because
be
I'm the middle
asked us for
child.
reasonable,
her.
Fuck everyone.
okay, I'm
She
not gonna
asked us for
lie.
love because she's the middle child, but she doesn't invite us to her wedding. I don't blame her.
Okay, well, it's the second wedding, not the first one, so you know. Uh, but to be reasonable, he didn't really even propose. My
No,
daughter
that's fair.
proposed for him. Hey, Mom, Gabe got you a ring. Now you can get married.
It's so nice of her.
There was no like romantic gesture, getting down on one knee, nothing like that. It was just, hey, you're my fiance now.
That
Okay.
is like a typical Gabe thing to do.
Yes.
It is. Very low key guy. Um,
You also bought a house.
yeah, the house that we've been renting in for
That was the
renting for
easiest
what,
moving
3 years?
situation.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was the easiest on all of you guys there in that situation.
I really appreciated helping her that day.
I really
Yeah.
loved it when I texted everybody and said, "Hey, I need help moving." And Derek really thought I was like serious.
Yep.
Sounds
But
like
it's
that.
the one thing I didn't get that I said I wanted when we bought a new house was a dishwasher.
You got
And-
one.
And my
Yes,
Derek's,
you did.
my husband's response
My Derek?
was my Derek, my husband,
Derek,
my
Gabe's
husband.
response.
All right, bitch.
Well, I can see Derek saying this too. So was there's nothing wrong with our dishwasher. She works just fine.
Yep.
Derek would say that. Actually, no, that's not true because when our dishwasher started having problems, he immediately was like, "We got to go get a new one." So he's about that lazy life.
Same.
I finally got my 13-year-old washing the dishes for me, and then I have to go
Yay.
back and rewash them because.
Okay.
But
We're
hey,
almost there.
he's trying. It's like that
Hey.
nobody helps me around the house, but then I still go back and re-clean everything because it
Don't-
wasn't up to my specifications.
Don't give him a hard time. His uncle has a heart condition.
Exactly.
I haven't. I have not given Jalen a hard time about it. I don't say anything. I'm like, he's got to learn. So I let him try.
That's fine.
It's getting better. But, you know, baby steps. We were all washed. I don't think Tiffany ever had to wash dishes, did she,
Shut
Casper?
up. I did too. Get
I think
out.
it was always Casper and I
She
that had to
had to
hand wash
put
the
them in the
dishes.
dishwasher. Come
I
on.
know.
Okay, first off, what I actually had to do was dry them off for you guys. Okay? And put them away because, you know, I don't know. I'm the shortest one, but it's fine.
You're not the shortest one.
At that time, I was. Listen, okay? I'm just a baby.
All right. So the podcast.
We're here.
We're here. So as you can probably imagine, our format's going to change a little bit. So we're still going to have, like, mine and Tiff's parts are going to stay the same. And then Casper and Brandy's parts will be, well, Brandy's part will be Casper's old part. And then Casper, why don't you explain what your part is going to look like?
So my part is I'm going to try to involve the audience a little bit. Since this is stuff we should have learned in school or could have learned in school but didn't, I'm going to open up the audience to ask one question, whatever it is, whoever, I'll pick out whatever one I want to or whatever. What they wish they would have learned in school or what they want to know that maybe they should know, or could be anything that has happened or is happening right now. Any topic and all that, and I'll do my research on it and we'll have a discussion on it.
So Bill and Rhonda, you have homework.
Yep.
since you are a top
Our
two
two
listener.
listeners. Hey, Derek
Top
sometimes
two.
listens.
Yeah, we
So,
got
Okay,
three
Nutbush.
at least.
yep.
This will be an interesting podcast if we ever actually get through it.
Oh, we'll get through it. It just
Well,
we have to end it sometime.
yeah. It'll be there. Okay, like it might be 5 hours long, but it'll be there.
Mhm. Oh, and then
Yeah.
so for Casper's part, this next time, since this is gonna drop, and I don't know if we'll have a question or not. Our next state that we're gonna do is Maine, which is what we were set to do November of 2022, and then we took a hiatus. So we will be doing the state of Maine next, and so for Casper's section for Maine, we suggested that he explain the Maine and Massachusetts marriage and divorce.
Yes. Yeah. Brandy, you know a little bit about marriage and divorce.
Oh yes, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's okay. Your first marriage was like a pancake. The first pancake you always throw out.
Yeah. That first one just is never quite right. You either burn it or you undercook it, so you got to get rid of that one.
Practice pancake.
It just took me 10 years to get through that practice pancake.
It's fine. You finally figured it out. That's all we needed.
All that matters.
Oh,
Might
if
have
we
been
only just
cooking
didn't share
way too
children
long.
together, then I would never have to go back to that practice pancake.
It's fine. You got some great kids, so.
Just start counting down the days until Moxie's 18, and then
Great.
Oh,
Actually, no, that's a terrifying picture.
I'm scared for that. We were talking about the fact that Jalen technically could start, 14 that you can get your learner's permit?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He turns 14 here in September. And Gabe has told him that he cannot start driving until he learns how to ride a bike.
Okay.
And I'm like, that child's never going to learn how to ride a bike. He has no desire, and he has no balance.
Look, I love my nephew with all of my heart, but I will not be driving in Nebraska while he is behind the wheel.
Well, I have already said Moxie will be the one taking him to school and then driving herself to school.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
Hey, didn't he drive the other day, though?
He did. We went camping with mom and dad a couple weekends ago now, or 1 weekend ago?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember. And I needed him to move the car a little bit, and I offered, and he actually was like, yeah. Because before I've offered, hey, Jalen, you want to go out practice driving, like, on the country roads, anything? And he's like, no. So when he was like, yeah, I was like, oh, okay. It was a little terrifying.
We gotta actually do this now.
He only went about maybe 2 feet, and I was terrified. The worst part of us is I wasn't in the car. It was Moxie and him in the front seat, and I was standing outside the car, outside the driver's seat.
Moxie teaching him how to drive. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna lightly put your foot on the pedal and then just pound down.
I'm surprised.
So I was standing outside the driver's side
window.
window, and I'm telling him how to do this and helping him pull the car over. And everything. We got pulled out in front of a truck because he didn't look. Luckily, the truck stopped, and I finally got him to stop so the truck could pass. And I said, "Okay, now turn your wheel and slowly push on the gas." Yeah, that slowly turning and pushing on the gas was very hard at the same time, kind of thing.
It's that
Was it
hand-eye
one of
coordination. Yes.
I'm like, dude, you play racing games in your car on your game all the time. You should realize, you got to push the gas and turn at the same time.
Do one at a time.
I think Dad was a little terrified because his new truck was parked right there too.
Oh,
So I think
Yeah.
that terrified Dad just a little bit.
he's like, I finally got my truck, and now Jalen's gonna total it.
And it's not a dining room table and
Table.
chairs this time. It's a
That's
real
right.
truck.
It's not a dually.
We love you, Mom. We do.
She's gonna hate that we're doing this again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did you see my message back to her about Dad falling off the ladder?
Mm-mm.
I said,
No, I
well,
missed it.
it wasn't you, right? And she goes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was Dad. And I said, well, good, because with you, it would be in the hospital with something broken.
Exactly.
She put me
Oh my
off.
God.
If there is some weird injury to happen to somebody, it will or has happened to Rhonda.
Not just injury. Like, we're talking illnesses, like,
Yeah, she got
I mean,
eczema out of nowhere.
literally. And it covered her entire body. Like, who?
I
it
still
looked
do
like
not
a
feel
rat.
like it's eczema. I'm like,
No, there's no way. And, well, have you ever talked to her about her childhood growing up? All the different, like,
Yes.
weird sicknesses that she ended up in the hospital for?
yes.
I'm like, who the hell gets the China flu or whatever the heck it's called? I don't even know. I'm like, how? How did it? She's like, I don't know. Nobody else ever got it. She's like, and my friends stopped hanging out with me. And I was like, because it's fucking rare. And like,
And now I know why Casper's like has so
Uh-huh.
many medical oddities. He gets that from his mother.
uh-huh. Also,
Oh.
though, who, like, what happened to her when she was trying to beat a train or race across,
Oh,
run
God.
across the track to
Did
make
she
sure that she,
trip or something like that? I don't know.
I don't,
Yeah, I think she tripped and fell.
I don't
Crossed
think it
the
was a
railroad
full
tracks
fall.
on foot. Yeah, she tried to catch herself, I think,
Yeah.
Yes.
is what happened.
And then we all yelled at her for trying to run.
Yeah. You know, once this airs, she's gonna be texting us and be like, that's
Oh,
not how
yeah.
it happened.
She says that every time that we tell the story wrong.
Yes.
Well, I mean, she's also the woman that bent down, squatted down to put a book on a shelf and tore her tendon.
She-
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
she
her
like
ankle?
she hyperextended her tendon, didn't she?
Yes.
Because it like moved from where it should have
It
been.
popped. I
Yeah.
heard the pop in the
And
living
it took
room.
them
Like,
it took them like what, 3 months to figure out what was wrong with it
it
before
took
they
him a
finally,
while.
because they had to go do surgery on it,
Uh-huh.
didn't they?
Well, and then
Yeah.
didn't she like stub her toe the one time and she put
Oh, yep.
got like a hairline fracture,
Fracture,
in her foot
yep.
or something?
And then she has something else wrong with her toes now, so she has to wear like certain shoes.
Uh-huh. Yeah. She's also the person that told the 16-year-old to not go outside on the back deck because it's super slick. Let me, the 50-something-year-old, oh no, at that time she was only 40, go.
She,
Her.
she right now is like, Tiff, I'm not that old.
Yeah, because I was living at home at that time, because that was right before my wedding.
Literally
first
took
one.
one step. She didn't
The
even get
practice
that
pancake.
foot planted all the way. One step,
Mhm.
and she went sliding down the whole deck, broke her wrist. Like,
She shattered it. She had to get
Yeah.
a plate and everything put in. She learned how to
Like-
write left-handed.
why would you not let the 16-year-old who is a lot more coordinated go first? And I probably would have just landed on my book bag at the time.
And it makes you wonder how, well, I guess we can't really say we're all very coordinated, but we're all athletic.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't 16 because she was still driving me, so I had to have been like
Yeah.
13 or 14. But
She
You
did
still,
that
were a
twice,
freshman.
didn't
I
you?
do remember that, because weren't you a freshman still, Tiff?
yes, yeah.
Or 8th grade or something like that? Because, yeah, when I had
Something like
Jamie,
that.
had state softball, and you were a freshman or something.
She did
Yeah.
that twice, though, right? She slipped
I
on
think
Her
his back.
wrist? Yeah, she slipped on the back porch twice, because the second
Twice,
time she
yeah.
hurt something
Yes.
else.
Yeah.
Because
We
then
told
that's
her
when
stop
Dad
doing
finally
Mhm.
tore out the back thing.
And he made a different deck, yeah.
Because that second time, I think, I was around at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't that long ago before they moved. But what did she hurt? Was it her foot again or something?
I can't remember. Who knows?
But it's been a while since Mom's been in a boot or a cast or something.
That's true.
I did think about that the other day.
We're
due.
Needed to move. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're due.
Too.
But you know what?
Well, there for a while, weren't they taking turns, Dad and Mom?
Yeah, it was like every
1 year
2
after
years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because Dad had
And
his
then-
gallstone issues after Mom
You know
broke
what
her
happened?
wrist.
You know what happened? Casper got
What?
in the mix and
Yep,
Mm.
fucked it all up. Oh,
But
sorry.
you're getting back out of the mix, just so we're clear.
yeah.
You're done now. That was your
I
one.
ruined the whole flow of things.
Well, I
You
tried to
did.
have my own little thing this year, but
Oh,
the doctors
yeah.
were like, "Nope, screw that. We don't care." I've
They're
never heard
not
of
care.
just letting it just stay
Letting it
there,
be.
but whatever. We're just gonna leave your gallstone with your giant gallstone in your gallbladder until it finally settles enough and causes you so much pain you're in the hospital.
Love that for you. I hope you have fun with that one. I'll just stay here.
Don't worry, your brother's got a heart condition.
Well, I've discovered
And
I have a very
here.
healthy heart.
Right
So-
here. Because I'm here.
Because I'm right
Yeah.
here. You're welcome, Nutbush.
Yeah. What else do we
Oh.
got? Is there anything else? Oh, by the way, I have to throw this out here because it's my stupidity, but this is not our first
She's
time
finally
recording
admitting
this.
it.
Yeah. this is not our first time recording this. This is actually our second take on this. Did
Hey,
you
it's
know
my
that
first
when
time.
it is your first time? Did you know that when you join a video chat, you actually got to press record? We were in it for a solid hour.
We were.
Yeah?
And when we ended, I was like, I don't see it, guys. Maybe it takes some time.
So
Let
then
it.
Tiff calls, and then we hear Derek in the background. You gotta hit record.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we rescheduled for tonight, and then I still end up being like 20 minutes late because, oh shit, we have this.
I was sitting here and Moxie's like, "What's taking Aunt Tiff so long?" And I'm like, "Well, you know how they give Mom a hard time for always being late? No, that's Aunt Tiffy. She is the one that we need to tell things an hour ahead of time. And then she might actually show up on time."
Derek's like, after this, they're never gonna not remind you that it's a recording day, right? I was like, yeah.
It was the perfect potato.
Okay, first off, we don't need to bring this up. Okay, we're moving past that one. Speed of light, no more. Yeah. So, like Caitlin said, we're gonna go to Maine. My thing is whoopie pies and Moxie soda.
The soda,
Oh.
not Brandy's.
And no, my daughter is not named after Moxie Soda. Didn't even know it was a thing until she was 2 years old.
Wait, who are you again?
Who keeps talking?
Screw
Yes.
you.
I'm super excited for this 2.0.
Something that else is new that I'm sure hopefully everyone caught by now. This is now a video podcast. We didn't know that until the other night when we tried to do this and Tiff screwed up.
Okay, fuck off.
Well, we found out that
My
Anchor is
brother has
no
a heart
longer.
Yeah. Anchor
So
is
now we're
now
recording-
something else.
Yeah. So we're going to. So we're gonna. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and make a YouTube maybe to upload this so it can be seen.
Yeah,
And then
some
I'm sure we'll
smart
still have the
people let me
podcast
know.
version too. I don't know.
Some
We'll
smart
try.
people
Figure that
reach
out.
out to me.
I know how to
They
Figure out how to
upload
do
Zoom.
that.
I know how to upload Zoom videos to YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
Great. I'm glad that's gonna be beneficial for us.
Well, you know, I am on Zoom videos once a month, so
Well, do we need to get on Zoom?
please don't. Do not go find
Zoom.
my YouTube channel that I have to be on.
Caitlin and I are gonna try our best at restarting social media. Caitlin's already started it.
Yep.
If you saw that first post about us coming back,
Yep.
we're gonna hopefully keep that updated.
I was in the middle of typing up the message saying we recorded our welcome back video tonight when Tiff called and said we didn't actually record. So then I was like, backspace. I was
Joke's
literally
on you.
mid-post.
Well, was that like Tuesday or Wednesday night? I can't remember.
Thursday.
Last week.
Thursday.
night.
Was it
It is
Thursday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I get this phone call from Tiff Thursday night. Hey, what you doing? What are you doing Sunday? Nothing. You want to be on our podcast? Oh, nothing like thinking about me last minute.
No, that's
That middle child
not
thing.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, we should add Brandy after we've
Who's Brandy?
recorded.
Who's Brandy?
Yeah, I thought I only had one other sibling. You're gonna get it a lot, so just
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well,
Speaking of socials, I can rattle off our socials. So Facebook, huh?
I said shoot.
What? Oh,
bang bang.
Facebook. Facebook, our page
Come on,
is called
Hordonis.
Because I Fell Asleep. Shut up. You catch 'em. Our Facebook is entitled Because I Fell Asleep in Class. Our Instagram is at Fell Asleep Pod. We technically still have a Twitter/X account, but I haven't been on it like in literal years. So you can find us at Fell Asleep Pod. We'll try and update it, I guess. I don't know. And if you want to send us an email, and in particular, if you would like to send Casper ideas for things you would like a deep dive on, you can send us an email at becauseifellastleepinclass@gmail.com. Yeah, I think that's it. YouTube to be TBD,
Determined?
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
I think you just have to create an account, guys, and then upload it afterwards.
You
Yeah,
think
but here's
you know
the thing.
things,
We
and-
don't-
You're not that smart.
You know what? You
Come
can do
on.
it. You can do it.
Yeah, this could be your new thing. I
Yeah,
mean, we all got
initiation.
something. Now you can do it.
No,
Pull
like I
your
tell
weight.
people at work, I can come up with the ideas, but when it comes to the technology part, don't let me touch it because I will break it.
Yeah, you're like an 80-year-old when it comes to technology. So
I still can't figure out how to unfriend people on Snapchat.
you literally, some of the questions that you ask me, I'm like, she's joking. This is a joke, right? Like,
Do you know how long it took me to ask those questions? Because I knew you would make fun of me for them.
It probably took her like months to actually remember the question. That really.
that's really what it was.
Well, my
I don't even
ADHD
know
brain,
how.
I don't.
I don't even know how to ask this question, honestly. Where am I?
You're like the last one I ask. I will call mom.
Mom of
I
all the
ask you.
people.
And then I end up calling Caitlin because she's the only other one with an Apple device. And you're like, I don't know. I'm Samsung or something like that.
Hold on.
Oh, dogs are getting all feisty.
We couldn't get through one recording.
Mm-hmm. And then Casper like yells terrifying at him.
Yeah. It's
Hey, at
good
least
thing
we
I have
didn't
my
see a butt
headphones
crack
on.
or something when he stood up.
Well, last time Tiffany dropped her phone in her crotch and it
Ooh.
kicked me off of the call. True story.
Well, it wasn't like the shot that everybody got in high school, right?
Okay. Do you really want to go there? Because that is twice now that you brought up something. What about
I
the
love
kitty
you.
litter, Brandy?
Hey, Brandy, is
Hold
your
on,
tire
it's gonna
flat?
take her a whole year to remember.
I had the kitty litter joke. The joke.
A joke.
Was that
That
the joke that
literally
took you a
took her
year
a
to
year.
understand?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, a year to figure
I
out
was-
a joke.
I was trying to remember that joke that took you a year to figure out. Well, it took you, Tiff, to another joke about a
No,
year.
it didn't. No, I've never been that.
You both have had one that took you forever. Because one of you did it, started busting out at Applebee's, and the other
That
one
was
was
Brandy.
going, and the other one going in Food for Less, started laughing.
Probably
no
me
reason.
again.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Where's
sure that
food
was
for
Brandy.
less?
I don't even know what that is.
The grocery store, or
I
is
was
that
like, what's
food?
food for
I
less?
can't
Or
remember. In
Super
Lincoln?
Saver. Super
Saver.
Saver.
Super Saver.
We've been out in Nebraska a while. We forget what everything's called.
Yeah, we used to go to Super Saver all the time.
Yes, because there's one that when we were walking in, started busting out laughing, and then
That very well
Brandy's
could have
with her-
been me again.
Brandy's is Applebee's. Like, I was trying to remember the joke, and it's a kitty litter joke. Yeah,
Yeah, what do
Wow.
you get when you throw a cat out the window? Kitty litter.
it literally took her a year to figure out that joke. And she just started busting out laughing. Everyone else was quiet. We're like, "What are you laughing at?" It's like, that joke. What joke?
And literally, everybody was like, we didn't say a joke.
The kitty litter joke.
Well, now you got an idea of who our sister is.
Yeah, that was the best introduction I think we could have done.
No wonder why she's forgotten so much. She doesn't understand anything.
Because I was
At least
always
she's-
forgotten.
She's physically here, guys. We think.
Because she's here. Because she's right here.
Here.
We just haven't figured out who she is and why she keeps following us.
One of these days.
All right.
So, have
So-
any of you ever actually fallen asleep in class?
Absolutely.
Caitlin's got to think about that for a second.
I don't know if I have.
I fell asleep in middle school a lot. Like
Mm.
6th grade. On
I
my
can't
math
fall-
book.
I
can't
sure
fall
hope you
asleep
fall
in
asleep every
weird
night,
places.
but
Well, I meant in school. On my math book. That's probably why I suck at math.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's why you suck at math.
She's probably just now understanding 5th grade math. It's taken her that long.
No, they've
Figure
gone
it
and
out.
changed it all now. Now I'm like, what the hell is this 8-step process, 10-step process we got to do with these stick figures and dots? And
Damn it, it's been 30 years and I just figured out the original way.
I just found out what 5 times 5 is. Now they're changing it all up.
I'm like, why are we doing all this other stuff when you can just simply do this?
You're supposed to make it more simple for me, not more complicated.
Now they have like math songs to know
Yeah,
how to
we-
count and stuff. I'm like, damn, why didn't I ever learn any of this?
You were too busy trying to use your fingers.
No, I was too busy sleeping.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the day they taught the song.
All right. So Maine next week.
Yep.
Get ready.
Next week. Yep.
We're back. It might not be next week, but we'll just.
It'll probably be in like 2 weeks. We'll figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out.
It'll be another year and a half.
Joke's on you. We're taking another hiatus.
It'll
We
be
just
like
wanna
March
keep you guys on your
2026, and we'll be like, okay, we're back.
Here's new things that have happened in our lives. We'll just randomly keep you guys updated.
And then we'll just bring on another family member every time we come back.
We'll find a long lost sibling and be like, hey guys. Oh, all right.
All right.
Caitlin, you want to sign us off?
Hope you didn't fall asleep.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.